Hi, my name is Robert Riva, and today we're coming to you just outside of Peanut Island, a historic landmark outside of Palm Beach. Now, we are on board a 2024 80 Sunreef Power Cat, appropriately named Fat Cat. Now, this model earned recognition as the best motor-driven catamaran in the world, and it shows because Sunreef has sold over 40 of these units in the last 5 years, making it one of the most popular motor yachts in the world. I'm excited to start the tour. Let's get going. So Fat Cat only has 575 hours on her engines, making her like new. It's in pristine condition. If you wanted to build something like Fat Cat, actually new at the shipyard, you'd be waiting 2 years and spending well north of $11 million, making her a very unique opportunity to get started today. So they say save the best for last, but we're not gonna do that today. Starting at the stern of this incredible Flybridge, you have a jacuzzi comfortable for 4, centerline, and then next to it on both port and starboard, you've got ample sun pads for lounging. As we move to port, we've got the extended bar module, which holds a mini fridge, ice maker, a couple of storage cabinets, as well as a double-sized electric grill, and of course a wet bar. In addition, the owners spared no expense, paying for the high-low tabletops that are both convertible as individual coffee tables, but can also conjoin with a leaf in the middle for formal dining up on the Flybridge with a constant breeze. Forward of the dining space, we have, of course, the primary navigation station with Raymarine chart plotters. She has 2 1200 horsepower MAN engines, which are going to push her 20 knots top speed, cruising at 12. The good news is when you're cruising, you're sipping fuel, burning less than $100 an hour at cruising speed. In addition, she has a very expensive joystick maneuvering system as an upgrade, which means that your engines and your bow thrusters communicate automatically, and you can move the boat with one simple finger on a joystick. I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again, 200-foot yachts don't make bows like this. Whether you are someone who enjoys entertaining or you're someone that has a huge family, you have ample seating with comfortable lounging for 12 forward, and just aft another seating area for an additional 12. This area can also be canopied with a nice shade, so you can lounge out here and you're not necessarily in the direct sun. As with all new Sunreef models, you have the forward door that takes you from the salon to the bow seamlessly with the push of a button. Once you're on the bow, in addition to all this wonderful lounging space and sitting space, you have access to 2 crew forepeaks, which sleeps your 3rd and 4th crew, as well as 5 storage lazarettes that are well located underneath the sun pads, 2 of which host your anchor locker and access to your windlass. So as you've seen, it's a fairly windy day out here on the water, but here in this 40-foot beam, enormous aft cockpit, we're completely protected from the wind. It's a silent, shaded, peaceful place to hang out. We have multifunctional seating, which is also lounging aft, lounging forward. This stone dining table is very comfortable for 8 formal dining outside. And then of course, underneath the sun pads is your 3-seater Sea-Doo, as well as the fueling station and additional storage for inflatables, life vests, etc. So moving forward to the dining, you do have the exterior bar module, which has your mini fridge and an ice maker. Just forward, we have the companionway to the crew quarters, which sleeps 2. It's a bunk format. We're not going to show that today because this vessel is crewed, full-time crew living here. So we're going to respect them and their space here today. The reason why it's so important for crew access, as well as the Galley Down access on the opposite side, to both be outside of the salon, is because when you're actually living on board a boat like this, it's really important for the crew to be able to get into their rooms and into the kitchen, cook for themselves, cook for you, without interrupting your private time with your friends, family, and guests. This is a good separation of living and working. A practical feature that's not found on a lot of Sunreef 80s, but this one has it, the exterior day head. You don't have to go downstairs and into the cabins every time you want to use the restroom. This is critical. We've entertained on board, I can tell you firsthand. This comes in super handy. As mentioned, on the starboard side, you have the crew quarters, and on the port side is access to your Galley Down. You have a complete Gaggenau appliance package, including oven, microwave, dishwasher, full-size fridge and freezer, plus an additional 4 freezer drawers built into the build. There's a double sink and a 5-burner gas stove, giving the chef everything needed to operate at a very high level. So here we are in the main salon, and boy does this space make a statement. The 40-foot beam is on full display. 360-degree views everywhere you can look, couch to ceiling windows. Take it in. So center line, we have an island that hides a 55-inch TV, and intelligently, these owners put the primary interior dining setup forward of that island, which frees up a tremendous amount of space here in the middle of the salon, giving the new owner multiple configuration options, whether that's putting ottomans, larger, comfy single seat sofas, or just opening it up for a dance floor whenever it's time. Adjacent to the formal dining, which by the way is so special because it's forward, you actually have clear visibility up through the sky ceiling glass. At night, you're gonna see the stars. This is actually a really nice private oasis setup to eat inside. And then practically, they added this owner's galley. It's what I like to call it. It's a mini fridge, ice maker, sink, pantry storage. So whether it's a snack or a quick drink late at night, you don't need to go outside and downstairs to the chef galley to grab it. So a feature I really wouldn't have thought to actually mention in this video is actually something that I've been using for the last few hours while we've been on board. This desk is incredible. I was sitting here, every time I would look up where I needed a little break or I needed to brainstorm, I'm looking out clear to the horizon out of a forward enormous angled glass window. Really actually an incredible sleeper feature on board. So as with all 80 Sunreef PowerCads, you have your redundant second navigation station accessed on the starboard side, forward in the salon. So this one in particular is actually quite well equipped. We've got the Furuno for the satellite comms. You have access with the Raymarine chart plotter. Of course, you have engine throttles, you have bow thrusters, generators, and water maker access, all in here for more of an open ocean voyage. On Fat Cat, you have entrances to all 4 of your guest cabins, both on port and starboard, with all guest staterooms featuring Sunreef's signature vertical windows, along with ensuite heads, making the layout ideal for 4 adult couples or families with kids. The master stands out with a larger window, bringing in more natural light and enhancing that open, airy feel. So now that we've walked through the entire boat, I just want to zoom out and talk about it as a whole. This boat is so impeccably professionally designed with this light color scheme throughout that kind of reminds you of a very high-end upscale Key West home with the creams, whites, the pearl hulls, and the light brown woods throughout. It makes the boat feel even larger than it already is, if that's possible. And I have to say, a couple of months ago, I sold a 2020 Sunreef PowerCat just like this, 80 feet. Actually 3 stateroom, and we sold it for $6.5 million, which makes this a screaming value at its current price. The reality is 80 Sunreef PowerCats do not last long in the market. That's why there's only ever 1 or max 2 available at any given time. So this boat's already import duty paid, and with tariffs where they are, that's a savings north of 10, 11%. We're located here in Palm Beach. We'll be here for the next handful of months. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, just reach out and we'll get you on board. We're looking forward to seeing you, hearing from you, and getting you on Fat Cat.